Abington EAC members and volunteers. This is Jennifer O'Hara, the app intern, and I wanted to give you a little bit of an update of what I've been up to with the app and also with the website. So I thought I'd make this recording since I can't always make it to the meetings. I'll try to be brief, but basically what I've done is, let me show you the screen here. This is the website that, this was the original website, and what I did was I just made a few little modifications to some of the things, and but I actually didn't do this on the original website itself. So what I did was I copied the original version of the website. Now I'm working off of a duplicated version so that it doesn't affect the actual website that you guys all made. And may I just say that Google Sites is not easy to work with, and I've really been impressed by how well you've done, despite, you know, not even having like an IT background or anything. So I wanted to just commend you on that, first of all. But there were some things that I thought maybe could use a little bit of sprucing up. So let me show you now. So this is the website that I've been making. One of the big things that I changed was the color scheme. So instead of having it be the standard theme colors of the Google theme that it comes with, I thought we could kind of start over and just have more of like a bright green feel. So this is what it looks like. Also, another big thing that I did was incorporate your logo into the header of the website. That was actually a pretty time-intensive process because I had to modify the logo a little bit. That was obviously a duplicate too. I wasn't working off of the original and just, you know, making that the actual thing. So this is just a duplicate, no worries. But this is what we have as the header now, and I think that sort of brings out the fact that, you know, like, this is the brand of the EAC and this is the great logo. So I think it's very representative of the organization now, perhaps a little bit more so than it was before. It was quite tedious actually getting the proportions correct, because if you can see, when you move it in or drag it out, the search bar moves, and you can't like, it, you know, it sort of intrudes on the logo there, and you can't move the search bar. So it's really quite tricky to work with. That Google Sites doesn't let you just like move the search bar somewhere else or change the size of it. So so the way I have it, I figure that if the user has the page open at least this much, which is typical, that there will be no issue with the logo there. Some other things I did was I changed the navigation. So instead of, well, we had about the same thing before, the horizontal navigation bar here, that's what that's called usually. I made it a little bit more standardized. So also now it's just like there's a hover background when you put your mouse over that tab, and just a little bit more interactive, again just going on along with the brighter color scheme. Another thing I did was change the theme font so that it was a little bit more of a casual font, and I think it looks nice. That's something I can change absolutely if people don't like that. This is just, as I said, you know, a sketch sort of what I thought maybe we could do to improve it. So this is something I worked on a while ago, but now I can talk about the app a little bit more. So long story short, the app is very tricky. It's a learning curve for me because I've never done app development before. Um, I'm good with understanding coding behind things, but app development is more than that. It's what you see and also what's at the back end. So it's the logic that I'm pretty good at in general with other kinds of applications that I've written. But now I have to gain the skill set of the front end, which is like what the user sees and what the user interacts with. And when you're working with app development, it's not as simple as just creating a file and adding a navigation drawer to it and things like that. I'm working on the Android version of the app right now, which is actually supposed to be a lot easier than the Apple iOS. So it's a little bit making me a little bit nervous, but I'm doing what I can. So basically, it's not as simple as you might think, and I'm only just now like really getting the ropes of working with Android development. So, and that's just because I haven't had experience. I'm doing the best that I can to learn, obviously, and I'm very determined. But it is a lot to take in. So I'm only kind of like finally getting around to actually being able to make a usable app with a good workflow. Things like you can hit the back button to go to the home page, etc. The end result might not be what I necessarily was hoping it would be. Just because, there's still a lot that maybe I won't be able to add. But for right now, I'm focusing on making sure that at least there are a few pages with general information in there, like, you can open the navigation bar and then have it, take you to an about page, for example, if you tap on the about link. So that's basically what I'm working on right now, and I've been working to integrate the Google sign-on feature so that users can actually log into the app and then, have the rewards for the Go Green rewards card associated with their Gmail account. But integrating Google sign-on is like no joke, and even my supervisor is kind of having a hard time with it, actually. I'm just getting all these weird errors that I didn't think I should be getting according to, online tutorials and things like that. So that's definitely been a challenge. But as I said, in the meantime, I'm working on just doing what I can so that the app at least has basic information about the organization, the way that the website does. Another thing that I'm hoping to do with the app, that I've actually already done with the website, is integrate the Google Calendar of your Abington EAC Gmail account. You guys have a calendar set up, and we can even start populating that with more events. And so what I was hoping to do was incorporate that into the app so that users can see events coming up without having to, click a link that'll take them to like an external browser on their phone or whatever. So, but that's also similarly difficult because of the fact that it's the same Google Play services that I need to like figure out, that I need to debug so that I can actually get it to work. So let me show you at least what I did. I embedded the calendar from your Gmail account onto this page in the website. So now I have, we have this in here, and also I put in links so that the user can export the calendar to other applications or just view it in a separate web browser page. So that's one thing I'm hoping to do, but in the meantime, I will probably just end up making like a list of events that are coming up. It won't be dynamic, obviously, because if you guys add something to your Gmail, your Google Calendar, it's not like it's just going to show up in the app, because I don't have that feed running yet. That's what I need to work on. But I'm really doing my best, and I'm sorry that it's maybe not as far as you'd hoped, but you know, it's what I can do. And even so, I was thinking that I would like to actually continue with this project even after I've completed all my required internship hours, because I think it'd just be fun to maintain the app and see, you know, what things can be improved upon, etc. So right now, let me go to Android Studio. This is the name of the software that I use to develop for Android. Okay, so what we have here I have a few different projects running. As you can see, those are the things I just minimized to try to figure out different components of the app, different components that I want to have in the EAC app. So that's what I'm doing here. Okay, so as you can see, this is like the project structure right here that I'm scrolling over. Let me show you some things, and I will run the app. This isn't at all what it's going to look like. The landing page is not pretty, and it's not like, and I will explain all of that, but let me run the app so you can see kind of the color scheme at least and the general flow.